Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Sound production. Take 2.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Remember those childhood movies you loved? Now, we're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Or, your father was right. You were an idiot, and everything you watched was stupid. So buckle up, movie aficionados. Over-the-top gore? Check. Over-embellished action? Check. Gratuitous nudity? Double check. Storylines so absurd you could drive a semi-truck through those plot holes. Oh yeah, some of those movies didn't even know what a movie plot was. And that's the way we liked it. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. We are still on our way to Halloween, and this time we are in the 2000s. We're out of the 80s, and we are going to be looking at Land of the Dead 2005. Let me just quickly... Should have brought this up before.
It's okay. Nobody's judging you.
Here is the back of the VHS. I don't know if this is actually the back of the VHS, but in a world where zombies from the majority of the population, In a world where zombies form the majority of the population, the remaining humans build a feudal society away from the undead. Ruthless Paul Kaufman, Dennis Hopper, rules and protects this microcosm, but enforces painful class distinctions. Second in command, Cholo de Mora, John Leguizamo,
yeah.
Yeah. Attempts to lead a secret rebellion against Kaufman's tyranny, but when the zombies decide to evolve, the survivors must discover a way to protect themselves from a zombie horde that can learn to adapt. What do you remember about 2005's Land of the Dead?
I remember quite a bit of this movie.
Yeah. For a horror movie that were the ones we've been watching, I probably saw this one the most recent. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I've seen this one way more recent than the other Halloween movies we picked out.
It was probably 2015, 2016.
Actually, I was going to say 10, not quite 15. I don't think 15 years, but 10, 12 years.
Yeah. It's been at least 10 years for me. This was one of my favorites when I used to work in television. I often either had a television on my desk, but I also had access to the server that had all of the media in it. So I would put on movies that I had seen before to play in the background. Instead of listening to music, I just listened to, people kill zombies. It was very soothing for me. And this was one of those movies that I would just play in the background. And I always enjoyed it. Because yes, there are zombies, but the zombies are they're smart. They're learning. They're adapting. The Dennis Hopper, who plays Kaufman, is the ultimate villain. He's so one-dimensional, just character, cartoon villain. And I'm like, yes, I need that. John Leguizamo, God bless him. He plays a character who thinks he's moving up in the hierarchy and just gets screwed over. And I'm like, this is just, it's basically a comment on society with the zombies being the working poor. And then everybody else who just wants to live in the really nice building that has flushing toilets. They're like, why can't we have that? There's a lot of humor in it. There's a lot of gross zombiness. And if I'm remembering correctly, and God, I hope I am, there's a very satisfying ending where it's like a happy ending. And you're just like, that's fucking beautiful. Simon Baker, who I had a massive crush on, still do, but huge crush back then. He just plays the guy that wants to be done with it all.
Yeah.
I just want to get the fuck out. I'm going to do this last job and get the fuck out. I won't be here no more. And then he keeps getting sucked into stuff. I remember loving this movie so much. What do you remember?
I remember going to the theaters and seeing this movie. I remember Simon Pegg and the other guy there, Nick Frost, had a cameo in it, and I remember trying to look for them when I went. I didn't see it. I had not until the DVD came out that I was able to see them. Yeah, Dennis Hopper is such a great villain. He's right up there with John Voight from Anaconda.
Yes.
Just the ridiculousness of it. I knew it had a big budget because George Romero's older movies had a much lower budget, had a real indie feel to it.
Yeah.
This did not have that feel.
No.
And when it comes to zombie movies, I could give a shit. I do not care if they're big budget, low budget, as long as they're well made and they look good. I don't care if they're the same old, same old. I don't care if you're trying something new. I'll give it a try. I love zombie movies, and probably any other horror genre but they can keep making. You see a new zombie movie trailer, and then you see the comments where, "Oh my god, another zombie!" Please bring me more zombie movies. They're awesome. I love them. Don't stop making them.
9 times out of 10, zombie movies aren't about the zombies.
Yeah,
the zombies are just a storytelling tool.
Which is fine, but don't get
perfect.
too... I don't want too much story.
But I'm also one of those people where I'm like, if you're going to have the zombies there, actually make them part of the story. Like, I know they're a tool to set up the world but I want to see some zombie interaction.
Yeah, because I love The Walking Dead. Even when it's after season 5, when it started to go, the viewership went down. I still watch. I'm a little behind on them, but I still like watching it.
Yeah.
But there were times when I'd watch The Walking Dead. I'm like, okay, a little too much talking going on here. I haven't seen a zombie in 15 minutes. This is why no one's tuning in.
My sister had the same complaint where there's not enough action. And I'm like, yeah, but all of the talking episodes always end up, whether it's 2 episodes in a row, maybe 3 where there's like very few zombies, then you're going to get a super zombie episode.
Yeah.
Always, where everything they talked about in the previous episodes where there was a lot of talking just led to more mayhem. And I'm like, let's go. It makes for a better zombie episode. So I wasn't that mad about it. And I was like, they're just setting up the story. Sometimes they took too long to set up the story. I will say that. And I'm like, I appreciate the exposition. Could you condense it a little bit? Because this is too much talk.
Yeah.
But it was for a purpose, so I wasn't that mad.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, this is not, especially among George A. Romero fans, that this is not one of their favorite movies.
I can understand why.
And yeah, a lot of people don't like the zombies getting smarter. I don't care. As long as they're eating people, I don't care.
I fucking love
I love running zombies. Running zombies fucking terrify me. If there's a zombie apocalypse, everyone's like, would you rather slow kind of smart ones or really fast? The slow kind of fucking smart ones every day of the week. I don't want a fast zombie after me. Look at me. I'm not going to make it. There's only so many kids I can throw to the zombie before it's finally going to get me. The only one complaint I had back then when I first bought it, because I owned the DVD, lost the DVD, was the concept of the money in this movie. Because they used real money. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you could just go out into the world. You can get more money.
No,
I just remember them going, why are you using fucking money?
See, I never had a problem with the money because it's not a global world. It's not a global society anymore. Now you have pockets of like citizenship. But in order to make it to another pocket of humanity, you have to make it through all the zombies. And all of these people with money are too soft to do it.
Yeah.
They can't make it through. So they got to rely on everybody who doesn't make the money, who's trying to make the money to do it for. And there's a lot of like social commentary in this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of social commentary. So, because you see it where they're like, get the money, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Or get the money, move up into the tower. Like it's really good. I'm like, there's so much subtext, but at the very foundation of this movie is just a bunch of zombies trying to eat people.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people trying not to get eaten. And it's full.
Now, what do we think? I know the budget compared to his other zombie movies is much higher. What do we think the budget is on this one? I remember it being high for...
I'd probably say 15, maybe 20.
Yeah, because this came out after Dawn of the Dead, and like zombies were starting to... Let's take a look.
He definitely would have gotten a budget.
Yeah, 16 million.
Oh, yep. Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking right beside. This is how much I love zombie movies. I like Day of the Dead, and I'm not talking George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. I'm talking about the 2008 or whatever it was, Day of the Dead,
Wait,
where they
because
tried to trick everyone that put Vin Rames in it, making it seem like it was a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, but it wasn't.
yeah,
But I even like that movie.
hold on, because I think I've watched that one too.
Yeah, it's got Nick Cannon, Miria Savina, Vin Rames.
Yes, I have seen it. Oh
Yeah,
God.
and I remember liking it. It's probably not a very good movie. I
Oh, it's
remember it
not.
not being a great movie or anything, but I remember
It's a
enjoying it.
it's a terrible movie, but my God, is it fun?
All right, let's take a look here. We shall
Well, shit,
share
maybe I'll watch
this.
that later.
All right, so Land of the Dead, 2005, rated R. Yeah, so worldwide 47. It didn't set the box office on fire, but it did okay. It
Not
made its money
surprising.
back and then some. Came out in June, which is good. Not good enough, apparently, but better than January.
Very true.
So it came out, it opened with, no, I want the weekend. June 24th weekend, and
Mhm.
it opened in 5th place. Huh. Batman Begins. That's our
Okay.
Christopher Nolan. Batman was in its
Makes sense.
second week. Bewitched with,
Nicole Kidman and
yeah,
was it Will Ferrell?
yeah. Which I remember not hating. Not loving, but
Honestly,
not
I
hating it.
haven't watched it.
Haven't seen that probably since 2005. Mrs. Smith, which I remember liking, was there.
That movie always made me feel a little icky because that was a movie Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie met on set, and then he cheated on Jennifer Aniston. And
Mm.
I watched every season of Friends, so I felt like I was friends with Jennifer Aniston, and I felt like I couldn't support that movie. I have watched it since then, but
I love
in
Brad Pitt.
passing,
I
I
love Brad Pitt. He's
Brad
got
Pitt
that
is
new
such a
commercial for
good
that coffee
actor.
maker. I almost bought it. Like I was gonna buy it because I like Brad Pitt, and then I saw it was like $1,400. I'm like, "Fuck you, Brad Pitt! I'm not buying your
Brad
coffee
Pitt
maker."
is very charismatic, and I'm like,
Yes,
I'm sure he would be
very
so great
cool.
at a party, but at the same time, I'm like, your life is a little messy and you got drama, and I'm not about that life. But anyways, oh, Herbie Fully Loaded.
Herbie, yeah, it will open up behind Herbie Fully Loaded, which is
Jesus.
opened at 12. That's with what's her name, right? Wacky
Mm.
old
Isn't it Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
Was in
And
that
then
one?
Land of the Dead
Ugh,
opened up at 10 million.
for
Not
shame.
not a bad opening, really. 10 million. It's just
No, no,
that
no. It's good. It's just
there's a lot of like Madagascar is in there. Star Wars 3 is still going on. The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler's in there. There's a lot of good movies in here.
Cinderella Man, even though it's in its fourth week, still making good money.
Yeah. Yeah, the
What was the
Sisterhood of the
Batman?
Traveling Pants. Woo, look at that.
Traveling Pants Sisterhood.
So it did that, and then it dropped to 10th place, 14th, 22, 27, 5th, 35. So it didn't have a lot of legs. Maybe the summer wasn't a good. Yeah, maybe you
I
should have opened in end of September,
I feel like
October.
this summer, because I'm sure if we look at the other weeks, the movies that are coming out on a week, because remember, this is 2005 it comes
Yeah, and
out.
this is the beginning of summer too. Like you start
Yeah.
in May, but June's everyone's getting off school.
There's gonna be so many big, especially 2005.
Yeah.
A lot of the movies were directed to younger people. Batman Begins was like see War of the Worlds.
started.
Yeah, see
Yeah, it's not Fantastic Four.
which I loved.
Yeah, I did like Fantastic Four movies. Yeah, but yeah, maybe the end of
Yeah.
summer, August would have been a better idea.
Yeah, because I feel like this was a summer of summer blockbusters. So Land of the Dead was not gonna do well.
No. All right, and let's take a look at the taglines. All right, the dead shall inherit the earth.
Eh.
Rise of the Zombies.
No.
There's one here that says Rise of the Zombies. I don't know, is that
Huh?
Latin? Zombies. No, it's right. It's actually in IMDb. I'm like, is that
I don't
like,
remember. Maybe it's a thing from the movie. I don't remember it.
is it from a Latin country? The legendary filmmaker brings you his ultimate zombie masterpiece. No. Rise of
No.
the. No, these aren't very good. The dead shall inherit the earth, I guess.
It's the best one out of the bunch, but it's
Yeah.
not very good.
Not a lot of money went into the marketing. Let's take a look. I don't know which one was the actual poster because I seem to remember this one is the coming soon Land of the Dead. I
Yeah.
remember this one, but this
I
is also
remember
the
that one too.
DVD, the DVD case, which is in the top corner. And for
Yeah.
those listening, it is just this barbed wire fence with the zombie hand grabbing it, and that's all there is. The hand, it's been ripped off. The rest of the body's been ripped off.
Yeah.
George A. Romero's Land of the Dead, the big city behind them, and
Sea of Zombies.
a Sea of Zombies. And then there is this one, which I kind of remember as well. George A. Romero's Land of the Dead. It's a little more zombie-ish, like smoky green, gray, and a horde of zombies. So
and then
I don't
the
know
city
which
behind
is which,
it
but
in the back.
yeah, I like them both. They're both fine.
I kind of like the floating hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the truck, that truck thing that they built. It was awesome.
Yes, so good.
All right. I have a feeling that
Mhm.
I'm going to share this first. Critics didn't like it as much as.
I think you might be right.
And I think people were split. I think younger people were like, yay, zombies. And older people that loved the original Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead were like, this is bullshit.
I think people are going to be very, like, especially the critics, I think they're going to be mid because I think they're going to like what they did with this movie, but it's not going to feel like a Romero zombie movie.
Yeah.
Now let's see if my theory is correct.
Let's see.
Oh,
It's the other way around.
would you look at that?
178 critics come in at 75%. So 75% of them liked the movie. And more mid was the 100,000 plus audience members who came in at 52. So just slightly the majority. Looks
just
like
barely
an American election and a Canadian election and a French election and a German and
all the elections
52. All the elections.
Australian elections. Because in Australia, it's mandatory to vote. If you do not, you get fined.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, true story. I'm like, we need that shit here in Ontario.
Yeah, everyone should get out and vote. This was an Anna's pick.
Mm-hmm.
So she will find the easy to find good ones, and I'm going to look for some bad ones.
All right. I'm going to get started. Here's one from Joshua Ryan from Fandom Wire. I may still prefer my zombies mindless, but I respect and appreciate the fresh take from a master of the genre. Original score, 7 out of 10.
All right, here we go. I have Bill Graham, the film stage, says the Deadlands offers an odd mix of cultural identity that falls prey to cliched tropes and one-dimensional characters. But he gave it a C+. That's not a bad review.
It is not.
I mean,
you would pass the class with that.
Yeah.
Brian Eggert from Deep Focus Review. Neither Romero's gory spectacle nor his larger than average budget distracts too much from Land of the Dead's thematic power, which still feels relevant. Original score, 3.5 out of 4.
Well, Mark R. Leeper from Rec Arts Movies Reviews says Romero is more interested in Technicolor gore effects and in young people shooting big guns than in telling a frightening story. 4 out of 10.
Interesting. Matt Brenson from Film Frenzy. It's good, gory fun, even if its satiric jabs at societal mores are more heavy-handed than in the past. Original score, 3 out of 4.
And this is what I was talking about, the people that were just, they can't let the originals go.
Yeah.
Alex Simpson from Sex Gore Mutants says, does not deserve to share the same glory that his vastly superior predecessors justly deserve. You bitch.
God, you're so catty today. Henry Northmore from The List. There's a knowing intelligence at play as Romero peppers his script with spiky humor and references to mass consumerism and the nature of freedom. Original score 4 out of 5.
Kevin A. Ranson from MovieCrypt.com says, was expecting more horror and less adventure. 2.5 out of 4. So it's not a horrible review. Again,
Yeah. Dorothy Woodend from the Tai, British Columbia. There is so much symbolism that after a time, this feels less like a film than a thinly veiled lecture on the current global situation. But this has always been Romero's métier. No score.
Kit Bowen gets catty here from Hollywood.com. Land of the Dead is just a giant excuse to see the Walking Dead pigging out on human flesh in all its blood dripping, bone crunching, brain slurping fashion. Yuck. 2.5 out of 4.
Wow. That was a lot of words for I didn't like it. Oh, Rossiter Drake from the San Francisco Examiner says while it's hardly Romero's scariest achievement, it is a thrilling, disturbing commentary on a man-eat-man world that hits just close enough to home to give viewers an uncomfortable pause. Original score 3 out of 4.
Kevin Carr from 7M Pictures, Millimeter Pictures says, I pity Romero. Instead of a fresh Dead film, we're giving a bizarre mixture of Day of the Dead and Escape from New York, and not in a good way. I would argue that we're getting a Dead film that is a mixture of Day of the Dead and Escape from New York, and that's awesome. But whatever.
That's fine. His feelings are his feelings. Rob Humanick from Projection Booth. Land of the Dead may be the baddest genre film this side of Y2K. Original score B+.
For those who have waited 20 years for another expert combination of social satire and zombie action, Land is serious disappointment. 2.5 out of 5, Josh Bell. I will say this, even the bad, there's a couple there that gave it real shitty numbers.
Yeah.
But I've been like 3 out of my 5, it's been 2.5s out of 5s. Or 2.5s out of 4, one of them was.
Rich Klein, Shadows on the Wall. Extremely clever social satire buried in a rip-roaring action movie that isn't afraid to get squirm-inducingly gruesome. Original score 4 out of 5.
Walter Chaw from Film Freak Central, this will be my last one, says the main problem of Land of the Dead is that it's lame. 1 out of 4. That's it. Just being honest.
Like that one. Oh my god. We're gonna go with Tim Cogshell as I wrap this up from Box Office Magazine. There is indeed a lot of people eating with entrails spilling loosely in Land of the Dead, but for those paying close attention, there is a good deal more going on. Original score 3 out of 5.
All right, let's go to IMDb, where they have 104,000 plus, and it comes in at 6.2.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's not a bad score for a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. All right, you may start with the gushing 10s.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Well, there's a few here. Shit.
Yeah, I am gonna go with awesome, yet underrated. Tier Rockin' Fun Zone 10 out of 10.
Okay. I'll say the last ultimate great Romero zombie film, Apocalypse, from Gloria Gajardo, 9 out of 10.
Let's see. Ooh, this one's interesting. First was night, then was day, next was dawn, now it's land. All great. Tiki Moro, 8 out of 10.
The World Eater gives it 7 out of 10 and says it makes itself useful as an evening's entertainment.
Oh, interesting. Let me see. Ooh, Dead Reckoning and Smart Zombies. Dark Side Reviewer, 6 out of 10.
Land of the Dead is dead boring. Monster Blues, 5 out of 10.
Oh. There is a story. but the story is eradicated by visceral scenes, blood, lots of blood, guts, lots of guts, and gore, lots of gore. Fiendish dramaturgy, 4 out of 10.
Jesus, there's a lot of people here didn't like this movie. Doesn't bite, it sucks. This took 20 years. This took 20 years to think up. But I'm gonna go with this one. Do not pay to see this movie. Let someone else rent it. That's The Bloodthirster, 3 out of 10.
Thank you, Bloodthirster. I disagree with you as of right now. I'll let you know after I watch the movie if I still disagree with you. The movie sucks because there is no good character development. It's a zombie movie, but the characters can still be fleshed out before their flesh is ripped off. Movie Guy 1231, 2 out of 10. Thank you, Movie Guy.
There are so many ones. And they do not like this movie.
Sorry, I just saw the first one.
That's one I think I'm gonna go with. I'm all the way near the bottom here. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, there's a bunch of good ones in there.
Oh my god.
Like the A-Team with zombies. Yes. Where's My Car?
Yes.
Land of the Dead, indeed. Really, really bad. A movie as dead as the dead actors. Pure crap. Boring isn't the word. And then there's more. He's like, there's just more and more.
It's just Land of the Dreadful.
Yeah. Dennis Hopper sinks to a new low. It sucked. Land of the crap.
A movie as dead as its main actors.
It will make you appreciate the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, Lord.
Avoid. Land of the Brain Dead. King Jawa. 1 out of 10. Yeah, there's so many.
There really are.
Wow. All right. So that's what I mean. Some people liked it. It was like they either liked it or they didn't like it. I liked it. It's been a few. So
we do this with every movie.
Yeah.
We all go in super sure, and sometimes we are correct. We're like, yeah, it's still fantastic. More often than not, we are not correct. We get it horribly wrong, and we're like, why did I watch this 50 times?
Yeah. 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 It's a few of those. Okay, we are going to go to... We're going to watch the trailer here. Found it. We're going to share. Let's get rid of this banner. All right, let's take a look at this.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
The unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
We don't know how many of them there are.
Do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
We don't really know.
Toward the city.
There's nothing there, man.
They're communicating. They're thinking.
George A. Romero's Land of the Dead.
Zombies, man. They creep me out.
That's
gonna like it.
What's that?
I think I'm still gonna like it.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind the trailer either.
Yeah.
They didn't give anything away. Like John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper, I remember being very funny in this movie.
Yes.
Like with the one-liners. You think you're still gonna like it?
I think I'm totally still gonna like it.
Yeah, in here, yeah. I have The Land of the Dead. This is actually, is this Scream Factory? I believe this is Scream Factory. This is a Blu-ray 2K. They redid the thing in 2K. And I was going to buy the 4K, but the 4K was double the price of this thing. And this has the unrated version, which is 4 minutes, and basically nothing story-wise changes. It's just gore. They had to trim 4 minutes to get the R rating. So it has that unrated on it. I don't know. I've been kicking myself. I'm like, should I have gotten the 4K one? I don't know if I'd like them. I remember liking it. I don't know if I like it that much.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if this needs to be 4K.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's going to look great in 2K.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
just
gonna
because
be
when
great.
I saw it's $12 or $15 to buy digital, and I'm like, I can get the collector's edition for the same price. So
Yeah. At that point, it just makes more sense.
I was confident enough to buy it. Are you people confident enough to go fucking spend money and buy it? And a movie that you don't remember if you liked it?
I am confident enough to buy it. So there.
Are you gonna buy the digital?
Assuming I don't already, I'm gonna take a look at my DVDs.
Oh yeah, check. I've done that a few times this year.
Yeah, and I already have it because it's very possible. But if I don't have it, then yeah, I'm 100% going to buy it on digital. Look at me looking at Apple TV right now.
Apple might have their Halloween sale on.
Let me see, Land of the Dead, the movie.
Because if you buy it now,
It's buy for $14.99 right now, and it's rent for $4.99. But I'm like, I'm a gamble. I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm
I
gonna
wait
buy
till the
that shit.
day you're gonna watch it to see if it goes down in price. Because on Tuesday, I think they put out their new movies.
No, usually I will, because I always watch it the day that we record our reaction, because I like having it fresh. It'll only be later this week that I end up buying it, but I also like having it in my Apple library, because then I can access that anywhere and watch movies wherever.
Yeah, and Amazon doesn't let you do that, just so everyone knows.
No, they don't, because I can download my movies.
It's not
all of my movies.
A big deal to me, but the fact that they gave it to you and then took it away, I'm like, now what? Maybe I want to use that. If you're taking it away from me.
I have been known to record this podcast in places that are not here in Canada, so I want to make sure I can watch whatever movie I want to watch.
That you buy.
That I buy, and I'm like, if you don't have the rights for it in that country, and I go to that country, and I can't access the digital, but you're not letting me download them anymore, I'm like, that's a problem.
I've got another thing where someone else is going up in price. I'm getting pissed.
They're all going up in price.
I'm like, I'm almost right back to where I was paying for cable. I know I've bitched about this before, but I'm getting really pissed off about it.
It's fucking ridiculous. Because now I just figured out it's actually cheaper. Because I still have Crave and Stars, and I figured this out. Because now you can get Stars separately on Prime. And if you combine Disney with Crave, because they have a bundle where you can combine Disney, that's cheaper than just Crave and Stars. All of that ends up cheaper than just having Crave and Stars.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would Crave do that? I think they just don't want to manage it anymore.
I know you can save money by getting the basic one with commercials. And that's fucking cable. You're giving me cable back, assholes. You're just making me pay for something to watch, and then you're showing me fucking commercials. That's cable.
When people are all like, I'm not paying extra just to watch it without commercials. And I'm like, then why'd you cancel your cable?
Yeah.
That you're just going back to watching cable. The whole point of streaming was that you never had to watch commercials.
That was the big selling feature. And you can watch whenever you want. And now they're like, now we're going to put it out. We're going to put a couple episodes out today. And then in a week,
and then one episode a week. Cable.
I'm like,
that was cable.
Yeah, something really familiar about what they're doing. I can't put my thumb on it, but Something
No, but
fishy's going
that's
on.
because it pisses me off because the show I've been waiting for comes out and they're like first 3 episodes up and then 1 episode every Thursday. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh, Netflix put Wednesday out and they put 4 episodes on and then waited 2 weeks. And my 7-year-old, let's watch the rest. And I'm like, gotta wait 2 weeks. Oh, Jesus. She didn't shut up for 2 weeks until it came back on TV. And now I had to tell her that it's not even coming out till 2027, the next season. And trying to get her little mind to compute over a year and a half, she's quite upset. Can we call them? Can we call the Wednesday actor and ask her can she make them sooner? But she's like being 100% serious. Let's just call her.
Let's just call her.
Get your lazy ass back in the studio and start fucking acting. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's fucking amazing. I love it. Get back to work.
Yeah, get back to work.
We want to watch the show. I think that's also a problem because at least when we had like cable and traditional television seasons, people did not expect constant new material.
Yeah.
But now
you only had to wait the summer.
You only had to wait the summer, but that's
and you
because
got 20 some on new episodes.
Yeah, but now it's not like that anymore. Now you got to wait like a year or two.
Well, Stranger
seasons.
Things is coming out in November, December, the final season, and I'm like, like you've waited so long.
There are so many series that I have to restart it because I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah, because you watch them in a weekend.
Yeah, and then you don't see anything for God knows how.
Another year and a half sometimes.
So many shows I started and then I just dropped out of them because I was like, I wasn't that interested to begin with. Like it was a good show to watch, but it wasn't mind-blowing. So then when they don't give me a new season for a year, I don't give a good goddamn
Yeah,
fuck.
there's been a couple. I'm the same way. Yeah. Like, whatever.
I'm like, you're not. But then there are some, like Only Murders in the Building. I waited until 3 seasons were out and I was like, okay, let's watch this. I watched all 3 seasons back to back. I was super sad it was done, but thankfully I timed that so that I only had to wait 6 months.
Yeah.
And now the next season is
one.
coming out, but I'm waiting until all the episodes show up. I don't know if it's happened yet.
Yeah, our attention spans are getting worse. And then we're watching all the entire season in 2 days. So it's not one episode. It's one giant episode in our head. And then and then you wait. Oh, and then a year and a half, we'll give you a new season.
Yep.
Yeah. But Stranger Things was huge. And I'm like, maybe. But I think I have to go back and watch the rest of the whole thing again.
Thankfully, I've never seen Stranger Things.
I would wait. Yeah. Now it'd probably be great to watch.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect. You don't have to wait.
But that's what ends up happening.
But it's been over 2 years.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. They're like, oh, rewatch parties. And I'm like, do they just do this so that we'll rewatch the entire series? Or do they realize we're all going to get really fucking fed up and just get like bootleg Android boxes?
Yeah. And
just say, fuck you, streaming services.
Because you're making so much stuff. I have to go back and watch all Stranger Things. I have a list a mile long of stuff I want to watch.
And I really love British TV. So I end up watching a lot of British TV. Like I'm just waiting on this season of Great British Bake Off to end before I like devour it. Because there is nothing more soothing than watching British people bake. I don't care who you are or where you're from. It helps the soul. Anyways, I think I'm really gonna love this movie.
Yes, we went off the rails there a bit. Okay, so we both think we're gonna like The Land of the Dead. So we are gonna go watch Land of the Dead from 2005, and when we get back, we are gonna review it
and probably rant about streaming services.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And now, on with the show.
No, that's not it. There we go. Oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Now I can hear it. Wait. It says your mic isn't connected. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. But can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected. Hold on one sec. Let's see. See all my zombie movies. No? Oh, there we go.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Apparently the automatic mute stayed muted. I had to manually unmute it. That was weird. It's never.
All right, so let's go over streaming services.
Okay.
No, did you watch 2005's Land of the Dead?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I just watched it this morning.
I watched it literally like 5 o'clock today.
Oh, did you?
Well, I was at the hospital with my dad for an appointment for most of the day. And then I got home and I was like, well, shit, we were there longer than I thought we were going to be.
So you just finished it.
I literally just finished it.
All right. What are your initial thoughts?
This movie is like if Hallmark made zombie movies.
Ooh, that's a different take.
And I realize this, like, look, I still really, really enjoy it. Like, there's no bones about that. Like, I still really like this. But the cheese factor is so high. And you get a happy ending. And and like the flowers in the sky, like, I was like, oh my God, this is a Hallmark zombie movie. And I am not mad about that. I just never realized it until now.
I wasn't mad about it until you brought it up as a Hallmark movie. Now I don't know if I like it.
Well, I mean, think about it. The cheese factor is high.
The cheese factor was high, yes.
Super high. There is some like book ending of visuals and a metaphor. Beautiful.
Yeah. Two lesbians kissing.
As you always have in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
With one of them, getting eaten by zombies.
And then she gets eaten by zombies.
And not in that fun way.
No. No, ew.
No, but I mean, like, it was still like a really fun, but just cheesy. And for $15 million, because I rechecked what the budget was, I was like, what is this? It feels vibrationally very low budget. And I love that about it. I do. But it's what I love, all of the like the shadow gore is what I'm going to call it, where it's it's gory and your mind fills in the blanks because all you see is the shadow of it happening. And I'm like, I never realized how often it happens.
I watched the unrated version.
Oh.
So I actually saw the zombie hit the hand in the man's alive mouth up and then rip out the tongue as the guy's going, ugh. Yeah. There was no story added to this version. It was just that gore that was left to your imagination. Gore. It was not. It was there on the screen for you to see.
There was already a good amount of gore. Like,
yeah, I remember it being.
There's a lot of gore. Also, the fascination that this director had with guts.
Oh, yeah.
So many guts. Everybody's just like chomping on intestines. And I'm not mad. But I was just like, that's like the 4th set of guts I've seen. And it was like in the first like half of the movie. I was like, that's a lot of guts. Although I did really, really appreciate how like most of them are going to town on like limbs, like they were chicken wings. And I was like, yes.
Yeah,
that's
just
beautiful.
walk around eating. Yeah,
yeah, no, just like gnawing on an arm.
I think George A. Romero was because, yes, I agree with you. Kind of does look a little. It doesn't look like Dawn of the Dead remake. It doesn't look like World War Z or any of the bigger Zombie Land and stuff like that. But it still did look more than his other zombie movies.
Yes, 100%.
And I think he was so restricted back then with Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, that he just was so excited that he could do anything he wanted.
Yeah.
Because this was Universal, or was it Paramount?
It was Universal.
Universal, yeah. So he got the 15 million and he was allowed to do all the gore. I think he did everything he wanted. He wasn't able to do back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm not. I like the amount of gore in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The gore is great.
Perfectly suitable. Like, it's a great level of gore, and as there should be. Like, if you're going to have zombies whose only mission in life is to eat people, I want to see them eating people.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see the guts being pulled out. I want to see people gnawing on arms. I want to see people literally.
And this looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
It looked gross. A lot of it was really gross.
Yeah. No,
No, I liked it. My initial thoughts, I liked it. I loved it. I actually, funny enough, I did make a note about the relationship between, what's his name there, the main guy and
Riley.
Riley and the hooker there.
Slack.
That's her name, Slack?
Apparently that's her name in the movie. I don't know if we
Jesus.
actually hear her name.
Yeah,
I don't remember it.
No. I did make a note, like their relationship excelled exponentially from, hey, we first met, until where they're giving those couple looks and
See, Hallmark.
face touches, and I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Hallmark.
Like, what the hell?
Well, it's also funny because Riley has this one mission, which is just to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
He just wants to get the fuck out. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about anybody. He's just really pissed that people are trying to stop him from getting the fuck out. And Charlie is all supportive of this. He's like, yeah, no, like Riley's going to get the fuck out. He might take me with him. Might not. I'm okay either way. God bless Charlie. But it's really funny to me because Riley seems to be the only one who actually knows what's going on in this entire like multi-level city setup. And I'm like,
yeah,
you should probably pay him more.
Yeah.
And let him stay, because he's the only one that clocked, hey, the zombies are communicating now.
Yeah. The money thing still kind of bugged me. Like at the end when he's like getting the money, I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do with the money? Take guns, you dummy. Water, food.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of people, for some when they're used to money being the reason they survive in society, in life, they think as long as they have the money that they're going to be fine, because having the money is what gave Kaufman the power.
Yeah.
So
I get the money worked in his little world. It
worked in his little, but him in his head, his world is the only world. So every other world out there, every other city works the exact same way. He's like, if I have money, I can buy my way into things. Meanwhile, he's going to end up at some random city and they're going to be like, can you shoot a gun?
Yeah.
Are you fucking useful to us?
Can you be a hooker?
Can you be a hooker? You look real pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All right, so let's do like a new thing. What was the good about this movie? The actual good, before we go through our little thing.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the overall good is for me. I think the overall good is that the shitty people get their comeuppance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really enjoy that, like when the shitty people in movies like get karma'd. That's my favorite thing in the world. And all of the shitty people, including Cholo, he got karma'd.
I see it, and I like Cholo. But I just like John Leguizamo. Oh, for fuck's sake,
John
that
Leguizamo?
guy. That's him.
No, I like him too, and God, does he play a great asshole?
Yeah, he
he's
does.
super good at it. But I mean, there's something like morally satisfying to me, because we live in a world where not all the shitty people get their comeuppance. Like it's a reality of life. So when shitty people in movies, like he was a shitty person. He was willing to sacrifice other people so that he
and
could
he
get
knew
a
it.
little, like, yeah, and he knew it. He was okay with it.
Yeah.
And that really pisses me off, because I'm like, have like a moment of guilt. Just like a moment of, oh shit, I suck. Like a little bit. But also I really like that I got to cheer on apparently who's been credited in the script as Big Daddy, the lead zombie who organized everybody. And I'm like, yes, you kill all those motherfuckers. Anyways, that's my overall good. What's yours?
Probably the gore. The amount of the scope. I like the scope of it. Like, I like smaller zombie movies, and I get smaller zombie. You don't have a lot of money. Don't overextend yourself. Night of the Living Dead, the original, is a perfect example of that. We don't have a lot of money. Let's just shoot in a house. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. This, I do like it when it's bigger. I love World War Z. I love Train to Busan when it's big and huge. But yeah, I love the scope. I love the gore. I loved how they try to make it look as thousands of zombies. The acting actually was not bad in this movie.
No, true.
It looks like they got Dennis Hopper for like a day.
They totally block shot him. Like, they were like, we've got Dennis Hopper for a total of 2 days.
Yeah, let's get it all done.
And then he's getting the fuck out.
But yeah, the acting was good. The characters were pretty good. The main characters, what's their name there, and Riley and Charlie and all that, they weren't my favorite characters. I like Dennis Hopper. I like Cholo. I like Cholo's friend. I kind of like I forgot the kid that they were following around. I forgot he died at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like I hated Riley and those characters. They just weren't. I like the 3 guys that came in. I'm like, that would have been cool having a show about those guys. The big Samoan guy and Pillsbury.
Because initially when they said Pillsbury, I was like, Doughboy.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a big poofy man.
Yeah.
But I really liked him. I like those characters. I think they were just like, here's the thing. I think in their pursuit of making Riley the good guy, they also made him the boring guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you needed him for the story to go along, and that's fine.
Yeah. But I think it's also Simon Baker, who I love. I'm a very big fan of his. And maybe it was the direction he was given, but it's just, he felt boring.
Yeah.
He felt very subdued.
I liked Mouse, the skateboard kid that got
also
killed
his
by the
death
clown.
was fantastic.
Oh yeah, the clown, the kid.
First, it's the creepy zombie kid pops up.
Yeah.
Then the clown takes a bite out of him, and then I couldn't really see what the other zombie looked like, who was also gnawing on him. And then everybody just comes in for a snack, and I'm like, oh, buddy, that's so sad.
Well, I've always said
that
if a zombie apocalypse ever occurs, like you start hearing it on the radio, that I am going to go to a store and buy a Batman costume, and I'm going to wear that Batman costume. I will not make a zombie apocalypse. I will not make it. I know this.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
when you're walking around and you see a Batman zombie, you're going to be like, what the fuck was that guy doing during a zombie apocalypse? And it will bug you, and you will tell that story for as long as you live. You know what I saw last week? Batman walking around.
And that's how you will live on forever.
And that's how I'll live on forever.
It's funny though, because me and my friends have talked about it, because they're like, like, what if the world ends? Like, what if shit just goes downhill so fast and so furious? And we're all just like, it's everybody on their own. Could you survive? And I was like, fuck yeah, I could.
Yeah, if I had like a basement bunker type thing, I'd be fine.
Not even a bunker. All you need is a good old Victorian house.
That's what I mean, like a nice brick basement.
Yeah,
nice big house with
You can stay downstairs during the to sleep so that you're safe.
Yeah.
You can grow stuff on your roof. And I was like, water collection, no problem. I'm like, 90% of this stuff I already have in my garage. I was like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I could live. That's not a problem. Trying to get chickens is a little bit of a difficulty.
Yeah.
You can't just
trying to get chickens to shut the fuck up.
That's the difficulty.
Shut up, chickens.
That's the difficult. But I'm like, I could figure it out. Why? Because fuck that shit. I'm staying alive.
No, some solar panels and a TV and my DVD collection, and I'll be okay. Now, you asked me to go from this point to A to point B in a city. Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I'm not going to make it. Unless you give me a lot of like kids and weak people to come with me so I can use as zombie fodder. And if it's for a rescue, giving me kids and weak people is going to kind of defeat the purpose.
That's fantastic. Also fucked up, but fantastic.
So what's the bad?
I think the lack of chemistry through most of the characters. Most of it, like, don't get me wrong, Hopper and Leguizamo had great chemistry.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But I think like Asia Argento is the one who played Slack. Her and Riley had no chemistry.
No.
Charlie had no chemistry with nobody.
No.
Riley had no chemistry with nobody. Like, it was just, there was a lot of like a lack of chemistry through a lot of people. And it was very, that kind of takes the luster off of this movie, and it kind of makes it work a little bit less.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. What was his name? Manetti?
Mm-hmm.
And Pillsbury, and what was it?
Yeah.
Motown?
Yes.
They see, but they're seasoned actors too, all three of them. Well, so was Riley and all that. But
No,
those three, they seem to click. The fucking zombies clicked.
Fuck yeah.
Like, they had more chemistry than fucking Riley and the hooker.
So true. Like, honestly, that Big Daddy zombie, I mean, he took shit seriously, and these zombies followed him, and he had great chemistry with everybody, even the people he was like trying to kill. It was amazing. Yeah, no, I think it's the lack of, like, because I think there's like a moment where the guy who gets killed right off the bat in the liquor store,
Yeah.
Mike, played by Sean Roberts, Canadian actor. He had a little bit of chemistry with Riley. And then it feels like after that, like once he died, then Riley had no chemistry with anybody. Like, even when he's threatening people, I'm like,
Yeah.
I do not feel an intensity with you, and I do not feel like they are afraid of you. Like, there's no back and forth, there's no interaction. And I'm like, I hear the words, I see the actions, but I'm not feeling it. Which I think is not the greatest.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the bad for me was like, well, a lot of people would say like the story, the dialogue. I mean, right. This is not Shakespeare, but it was serviceable. And there were a lot of side stories, which I think that they did a good job fulfilling all of them. Like, Cholo's and Dennis Hopper's character, and everything ended very, like, it did it very well. But with those three special operatives, with Cholo and his buddy there with the mutton chops and the,
oh, God bless them.
Yeah, and Mouse and all.
Yeah.
And these characters were, I'm like, that would be cool to see these guys go. But it didn't kill the movie or anything. It's just.
Sorry, you know what's hilarious? When I watched this movie, I was like, this feels like the prequel to a TV series.
Yeah. And those are the characters' adventures I'd like to see.
Yeah,
that's
like,
exactly what it feels like.
Feels very much like a prequel to a TV series. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I would have loved to have seen this traveling band of people who survived, experience the world or find another place to settle or even build their own settlement. I'm like, let's see it. Because I'm interested in seeing what happens.
Might have if the movie didn't do so bad.
I mean, true story, true story.
And is there any ugly? I thought of the good, the bad, the ugly, because we've had some really bad movies.
We really have. But I don't feel like this movie was ugly.
So if it's not ugly, what's the best part of the movie? I'd say zombies.
The zombies were pretty awesome. Like, there were so many zombies. Also, some of the shots of the zombies to show what scale the zombie kind of apocalypse is at, because you see like a sea of zombies. Also, that scene where they're coming out of the water,
that was cool.
So good.
Like when he just dropped in the water, I'm like, yeah, I get what he's doing, but
you're like, but then when they start
popping up, that was cool.
That was so awesome. So I mean, like, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of mid in this movie. There's even some lows, but I wouldn't say there's any ugly. Like, there's nothing that made me go, oh God.
Yeah.
And I've said that through movies before, but not this one. But I was like, I happen to really like Hallmark movies. And if you're going to make a Hallmark movie that has zombies in it, I am so fucking there. So this was perfect for me. It was nice. It was cozy. It was gory. It was gross. And everybody who was a bad guy, and I'm using air quotes for that, ends up getting theirs in the end. And everybody who's a good guy, using air quotes for that too, ends up being able to ride off into the sunset as fireworks go off into the air. It's just nice.
I'm trying to think of it because I think what would you call like the best death of the movie? Not best character death, best. There's one, and I don't know if it was in the theatrical one where he grabs him by the mouth and then rips the skin up over his skull.
I think that was in the unrated
theatrical
version.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't remember the skin over the skull.
Okay.
Mind you, there are so many.
That's what I mean.
those.
There's actually, he did a lot of kills in this movie.
There are a lot of kills. So it's really hard to like, there are some that I thoroughly enjoy. Anywhere where the zombies surprise them. I love that because it always starts with one that kind of pops up, or there's a bit of a like, it wasn't actually a jump scare, it was more like a jump jolt. You're just like, oh, that's a zombie.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one bite gets taken out and then 5 other zombies pop up and they just swarm. And I'm like, so satisfying for a zombie death.
All right, let's go through this movie. And it does actually have quite a decent plot. Like
Nice.
it makes sense. And like the movie plot itself made sense. Like
No, it was a very well thought out,
Yeah.
well written movie.
I think he had this idea for quite a while.
Yeah. It wasn't super genius. Like, let's be
No,
clear
no.
about that. But it was a well written, well plotted movie.
Yeah. There was a reason it didn't end up on the Academy Awards of 2005.
100%. Also, but I also don't think it won any Razzies. So there's a reason for that too.
Yeah. Okay. Years after. That's the one thing that I will say that is, it's, I don't know if I would call it the ugly, is that this is considered canon for Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead. And it doesn't fit. To me, it does not fit. It's a separate movie. It just doesn't, it feels weird to think of it that way. It doesn't fit.
Different vibes.
No.
Also,
Complete.
I just want to flag really quick the amount of times I was like, I know that building. I know that building. I know that street. Toronto is
you're in Toronto, yeah.
Greatest like supporting actor in this movie. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually I said Simon Pegg and Nick Frost actually appear. It was actually Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. And I watched a bit of it. They said they were flying to Toronto to do their little cameo in the movie, which I still missed.
I missed it too. So don't you worry, my friend. You're not alone. I'm sure I'll rewatch it and then be like, where the fuck were they?
All right. Years after the zombie apocalypse, the scattered remnants of a human civilization have established a chain of protected city-states across North America. One such sanctuary is located in downtown Pittsburgh. See, this makes more sense with the money.
Yeah.
They should have said something like that. Ruled by a feudal-like government, bordered on 2 sides of the river and barricaded on the third with an electrified fence guarded by a militia. The city has become a relatively secure haven, and outside the city's barriers are barren countrysides with dilapidated suburban towns long deserted by humans but overrun with numerous zombies. The opening is great. I loved the opening. It's that little tiny town, lots of zombies. Yep. You kind of get the survivors were kind of looking a lot like Dawn of the Dead when the bikers were taking over the mall. But yeah, it was a very cool opening. I forgot the kid died. I'm like, because I remember him from the Resident Evil movies.
Yes.
I think he was in X-Men.
Pretty sure he's also done Hallmark movies, I'm just saying. Or it could be the other one that looks just like him. There's these two actors who look almost identical to each other. Oh no, he has been in a Hallmark-like movie. Several.
There you go.
Fantastic. I'm going to keep linking back to Hallmark because this movie screams it. I really like the beginning. I like that they give you just like during the credits, a really quick, like, yes, the world has descended. Yes, there are dead people. Yes, they are walking around. But what I also really like is when you see the townsfolk zombies, they're in differing rates of decay.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that so much because I flagged it. Some of them look better than others. I also love the band in the gazebo.
Yeah.
Amen.
The
Hallelujah.
teenage couple walking around holding hands.
Yeah. The butcher who's still holding his cleaver.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The rich and powerful live in luxury high-rise called Fiddler's Green, while the rest of the population subsides in squalor. All forms of commerce within the protected zone are controlled by Paul Kaufman. That is Dennis Hopper. The city's ruthless plutocratic? Okay, got it right the first time. Ruler who owns Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning is a very cool vehicle as well.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. I did like that. The rich and powerful. Oh, I just read that. An armored personnel vehicle that easily travels through zombie-infested areas. Riley Denbo, Dead Reckoning's designer and commander, and his crew pilot the vehicle into the no man's land to scavenge for necessary food and medical supplies for the citizens, as well as luxury items to use as means of barter within Kaufman's oppressive oligarch regime. And we get that because we get Cholo and his buddy taking the new guy. They're going to the liquor store to look for aged liquor because it sells for a lot on the street. Cigars, while everyone else is looking for like medicine and antibiotics and stuff.
It's actually really funny because Riley's like, no, we come out here just to get what we need, not what's going to line your pockets. And Cholo's like, fuck you, buddy. I'm going to line my pockets. Peace out.
I have a feeling I'd be riding bitch with Cholo. But it does do a very good job setting up the kind of the diversity that goes on within the city and kind of the world that how it's working. Where are we? On one mission, they notice many zombies exhibiting intelligent behavior, especially a former gas station attendant, Big Daddy. During the mission, rookie Mike is bitten by a zombie while trying to grab some scattered cigars. Has cigarettes here, but cigars. Soon afterwards, Riley and Charlie arrive, realizing that Mike has been bitten. Cholo initially intended to end his life, but Riley shoots the... He didn't shoot him.
No, it's not right. What?
The Riley shoots the undead coming out of the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with no choice, Mike commits suicide rather than being turned. What would you do? Like, if you're listening, what would you do? Like, what would you do? I don't think I could shoot myself. I'm a bit of a coward.
Oh, no, I'd 100% shoot myself.
I'd kind of be like Cholo. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to walk. In my Batman outfit.
Well, no, we know you do that. No, I would probably shoot myself, one, because I probably would not have a Batman costume or a Batgirl costume to put on, because why would I have that? But also two, why am I gonna keep living and just wait for the day I turn into a zombie?
Yeah.
Let me go out on my own terms.
Yeah. After the mission, Riley retires from commanding Dead Reckoning. Cholo also says that he's done for the night too, because they get into the argument. There's Cholo, if he would have done what he's told, the kid would have made it.
Yep.
And then because he says, when we're doing, I'm leading this mission when you're in charge, and he's like, I'm not gonna be in charge. I'm moving to Fiddler's Green. Riley retires from commanding Dead Reckoning. Weary of the marginal existence in a post-apocalyptic city, he plans to depart for Canada once repairs on his car are finished. Back in the city, he discovers his car missing, and he visits a pimp named Chuchuana. Can't remember his name from the movie. He's funny.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
He's the short fat man.
Yeah. What am I looking at?
I don't know, but according to the cast list on Google, it's Chihuahua.
Is it? And that actually sounds right. Like that on watching the movie.
Yeah, but
that was actually a good scene.
He kept calling him the Chihuahua. Kept calling him the short fat man, and I was like,
get that little chupacabra. That was a good scene too, where they go in and they're betting, and they're like, you're betting on red or black, the red zombie or the black zombie. They're spray painting them the colors, and they're like, what are you feeding them? Dogs, cats? And like, no, we got something new tonight, and the hookers being thrown in with them.
As you do.
Yeah.
As you do.
Whose men were supposed to be fixing it, and Chihuahua at his joint. He sees a prostitute named Slack. Yeah, there you go. Being forced into a cage with some zombies to entertain guests. Riley and his best friend Charlie rescue Slack. After Charlie kills Chihuahua, in the ensuing chaos, the trio are arrested. Slack reveals that she's not a very good actor. I'm sorry. I'm just, I know she's the daughter of what's his name, Argento.
Yeah.
But she's not a great actress.
Well, I think she's a great actress.
I think in her own language, maybe she's a great actress. Yes.
And I think that may have added to a little bit of the awkwardness of her, like because you're like, I'm not feeling your lines.
Yeah.
And I think it's because she's trying to remember.
And she didn't ruin the movie or anything, but I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah. She's not the best.
She's just not the best.
Slack reveals that Kaufman ordered her execution for assisting the resistance leader named Mulligan, who's the Irish guy that Riley got the antibiotics for his kid earlier. Meanwhile, Cholo is denied an apartment in Fiddler's Green despite assisting Kaufman in eradicating his political enemies. Cholo commandeers. Yeah, so he's told that in no uncertain terms that you're Mexican and you're not coming up here.
Basically, you're just a poor Mexican. You don't get to live here, no matter how many of my enemies you eliminate for me or how much bourbon and cigars you bring to me.
Yeah.
You don't get to live here.
And he's all mad and storms out. And then Dennis Hopper's character tells the security we won't be needing his services anymore. But Cholo escapes.
Yep.
Cholo commandeers the vehicle and threatens to destroy Fiddler's Green unless Kaufman pays him $5 million. This still bugs me. $5 million. Kaufman approaches Riley and tasks him, Charlie and Slack, with retrieving the vehicle.
I love how that still bugs you. Money. It's like the most least bothersome thing about this movie.
In the zombie apocalypse, like you could come up and I got 50 grand. Can I buy a bottle of water? I'd be like, no, what the fuck am I going to do with 50 grand? Get away from me. No, you can't buy my Batman outfit. It's mine.
It's mine.
You can offer me $10 million. You're not getting my Batman outfit.
That's fucking, oh my God.
After catching up with Dead, now this was a little light on plot because when he calls Riley up and he goes, I want you to get Dead Reckoning. Cholo was your second in command. You know, he probably has a tracker.
Yeah.
Just put a gun to his head. Give me the goddamn tracker.
Well, okay. Now here is where I'm going to argue that wouldn't make sense. Because Kaufman is not a strong armor. He's a schmoozer.
Yeah.
So it's very, very like executive corporate business where it's like you don't just demand things of people, but you try and make them think it's their idea. And you're like, no, but this will be great. Let's make a deal. So he makes a deal because that's the way he operates.
Yeah.
He just like slides in like a snake and then sets up shop. So he was like, yeah, if you do this, everything he promised Riley, nothing's going to come of it.
No. And Riley knew it, but he did send the 3 special ops guys to follow him.
Well, that's because Riley thought he was really going to be able to he's like, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to steal Dead Reckoning. And then I'm just going to fuck off. And that is not what happened.
Ride around with my Dead Reckoning and my Batman buddy here. We're to conquer the world.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so he says my friends are coming with me, so Charlie and now his new love interest Slack is with him. After catching up with Dead Reckoning, Riley approaches the vehicle alone, realizing Riley is working for Kaufman. Cholo holds both him and Charlie at gunpoint. As Cholo prepares to fire Dead Reckoning, Dead Reckoning's missiles at Fiddler's Green, Riley deactivates the weapons system remotely. Kaufman's stooge, Motown, opens fire and nearly kills both Riley and Cholo, but is bitten by a zombie and killed by Slack. Before that, Pillsbury switches sides, knocks Motown out. Motown wakes up and continues on her mission. Poor Montero, he doesn't make it. He gets bit.
Montaletti.
The hooker just shoots him. It's a little cold for a love interest.
I was a little upset about him.
You could maybe ask him if he wanted to say some last words, or do you want us to say goodbye?
Why would you ask that?
Just shoots him in the face. Riley asks Cholo to come out with him, but Cholo opts to confront Kaufman. Hold on, wait. After catching up with Dead Red, Riley approaches. He deactivates the weapon system remotely. Kaufman, the Motown opens fire, nearly kills both Riley and Cholo, but she is bitten by a zombie and killed by Slack. Riley asks Cholo to come with him, but Cholo opts to confront Kaufman at Fiddler's Roof. This is not what happens. He just wants the money that Riley has and is going to take the car and give Riley the Dead Reckoning.
Yes.
So Cholo and his buddy are leaving. They're not going back to Fiddler's Roof at this time.
Correct.
While going, Cholo is bitten by a zombie. Yeah, he's real pissy about it too, eh?
Yeah.
I like that. I'd be mad too. I'd be like, motherfucker.
Well, especially when you consider, like, he's been going into the, the places that are riddled with zombies that have not been cleared. And he's been going in solo to get all this, like, contraband and bootleg shit. And then this is what takes him out?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be pissed about that too.
Yeah. See, if it was me, I'd be like, see, this is why I wear the Batman outfit. This is why. Now get out of my way. I'm going to go walk.
Oh my God.
While Riley returns to Fiddler's Green in Dead Reckoning. Yes, they realize they get a call from Dennis Hopper, and he says he's got Dead Reckoning, and then there's an explosion. He's like, you lied to me. He's like, nope. And then Dennis Hopper looks out and sees all the zombies running around or walking around.
Yep.
He's really mad about that too. Like, he's really offended by the zombies getting into his city.
As he should.
Big Daddy leads a legion of zombies. And we must say, while this all happens, we do get cuts of Big Daddy and his wacky gang of zombies progressing towards the city and getting smarter and smarter, teaching the one guy to use his axe, teaching the one zombie girl to use a gun, that type of stuff, and I do like when they overtake the main military, where he's like, did you hear that? And he's shining the light around. Like, dude, there's nothing
that
here.
is one of my favorites.
And then
one of my favorites.
Big Daddy's there, and then like everyone just starts getting it.
That's so fucking great.
They're like, Jesus fuck, did you see that Batman zombie? What the fuck that? Across the river, where they breach the perimeter fence, overpower the border guards, and invade the city. Kaufman flees, but encounters a zombified Cholo in the parking garage. Yeah, he's on the way out. Everyone's getting bitten. He's like, that's me. He's getting the fuck out. I did love when Buddy's like, what's in the bag? He's like, money. What for? He's like, what's that over there? And then shoots him.
Yeah.
Then gets the call. We got Dead Reckoning. He's like, oh, I wish you would have called me sooner. That was a great part.
Oh my God.
Where Big Daddy kills both of them with an exploding propane tank. That was pretty cool.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
Riley's group manages to escape, where they use missiles to mercy kill people being devoured by the zombies. Yeah, they were trapped by their own wall that was meant to keep zombies out.
Yes.
Now kept everybody in as the zombies descended upon them.
And they all got munched on.
Yeah, there's a lot of zombie eating in this movie.
There really is. Like, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. And I'm not mad about that.
No, just challenge legs, heads.
It's a lot. You got to be ready for it.
I don't know if you saw it in the theatrical version, but they're just putting the hand in the head and pulling out brains.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just going in.
Mulligan appears, revealing he rescued most of the poor people. He and Riley bid each other farewell before parting with their groups. Witnessing Big Daddy and the zombies leaving the city, sparing the surviving humans, Riley similarly decides to spare them, realizing that they also seek sanctuary. After lighting the remaining fireworks, Riley's group embarks for Canada on Dead Reckoning. And that's basically our movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a happy ending.
Yeah. So, what is your score for Land of the Dead?
Okay, look. This is a conditional score. No. Because if you were a fan of zombie movies and you appreciate the cheesy ones as much as like the high production ones, then this movie is a buy for you. Fantastic zombies, really decent story, really decent script. For the most part, decent performances. Great kills, great like practical effects. Because when they're pulling intestines out of a human body to nosh on them, you're like, God, that's so super gross, but also so super cool. Now, if you're not a fan of zombie movies, like if you're not a diehard fan of zombie movies, I'd say this is still a rental. Because, as I've mentioned multiple times, this is a zombie movie made by Hallmark, not actually made by Hallmark, but it's Hallmark themed. There's a happy ending. The bad guys get get karma'd. Like it's a feel good zombie movie. And sometimes you just need to feel like the dystopian future isn't so dystopian. And it's nice. People survive. They go to make the world a better place. And this is what we need in the world. And then fireworks. So those are my two. So if you're a really big zombie movie fan, and like a diehard zombie movie fan, this is a buy. But if you just kind of like zombie movies and you're like, that seems interesting. This is a nice one. This is a good one for you to rent. If you're not that big of a fan of zombie movies, then this is a perfect rental for you because it's also not so dystopian. It's the only way to say it. Because even though this is supposed to be a dystopian future, it's not that dire and it's not that depressing of a future. Still kind of feels like today, but just with like dead people who want to eat you running around. What's your score?
All right, my score. If you remember liking Land of the Dead from 2005, you're probably still going to like it. If you remember not liking it, that's probably not going to change. The acting is fine in this. There's really good acting. There's pretty good acting. There's some mid acting. The effects are, for the most part, awesome. It has a nice pace. It's very action packed. It's not as it's not as big as I know. It does have a lot of where George Romero's looking at like today's society and capitalism and all that type of stuff, but it's not on the level of Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead. No, this was fun. I liked it. Is it my favorite zombie movie? No. Is it my top 10? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It could be near the bottom there.
Yeah. I could see that.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. It's got some funny parts in it. It's got a lot of gore. I did buy it. Now, just so you people know, in America, you can buy Dawn of the Dead, the director's cut, and Land of the Dead, the director's cut for $8, and you can buy the Land of the Dead, the one that I have, for like $12. You can get the 4K for about $20. Now, if you are in the UK, you got in Canada, you're looking at $26 for $20 for the Blu-ray and $50 for the 4K. And the same as you can't even get the 4K in the UK, but you can get the Blu-ray for £8. That being said, I would pay the $20 for the 4K easily. I don't know if I would now switch this in. The 2K I got looked really good. It's a 2K. It looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I would not pay $50. I don't think I could pay $50 for it.
No.
It's in Canada, and I can't even get it in the UK. But for $20 in the States, yes. It's a buy it for me. If you're into zombie movies and you remember liking this movie, I would even the $8 or $10. What is it in Canada? I don't know, $10 for Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead Blu-ray director's cut. Yeah, that's a great buy. $5
Yeah, it
each.
would be.
Yeah. No, it's worth. I think it's worth buying. Like if you're not into zombies, yeah, I agree. Like, I would probably stream it if you're casual, but I don't think you can stream it. I don't think it's streaming anywhere. But yeah, it was definitely worth it. Rent it. Yeah, like you said, you could rent it. Yeah. No, I really like this. What would your IMDb be?
I'd probably give this one a 6.8.
A 6.8?
Because look, it's not a super fantastic movie. It's good. It's entertaining. It's fun.
Super entertaining and fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very entertaining and fun. But is it going to make you think deeply about things? No. Is it revealing some like moral truth or, the human condition? No. But it's a fun movie and it's decently made. Like it's not super low budget, but it's not also one of those movies where they put all the money into special effects and then you end up with a shitty movie anyways. Like it's more than serviceable, but all I can think is like, this is a good, standard, fun, entertaining zombie movie.
Yeah.
Which is it's great, but it's not great in overall movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd give it like 6.8.
I give it a 7.
Yeah.
It's not the best zombie movie. It's not the worst zombie at all. It's a very standalone. It doesn't jive. It, like you said, the vibe is completely different from his first 3. And even the next 2 he does have, Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead. They vibe completely different from this movie. This is a standalone, fun zombie movie with some cool actors. Dennis Hopper, John Leguizamo. What's that guy, Riley? He's been in a few
Simon
things.
Baker played the mentalist for years on TV.
Oh, that's where I never even watched the show, but I'm like, I know that face from somewhere.
He's also Australian. Oh yeah, he was also in Devil Wears Prada. I think he played the photographer who flirts with Andy. You don't know, but he's done quite a few TV shows. And then I don't remember. I think he was on a soap in Australia.
But I remember The Mentalist. I remember seeing pictures, posters, commercials.
I loved The Mentalist.
And that was on for quite a while, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It had quite a few seasons. Yeah, it had like 7 seasons. 7 or 8? Something like that.
All right. So we have 2 buy-its with a conditional
caveat
rental.
For me,
yeah. And a 6.8 and a 7 out of 10. Yeah. So
yeah.
It's
a pretty solid movie. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that was fun. I definitely could watch it again. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It won't be years from now. It'll probably be, I say that 10 years later. Oh yeah. I think I like this movie. Anything else you would like to add?
No, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's get you off. Well, thank you for coming back to 2005 to go over. Get off there. Dummy. We're going over George A. Romero's Land of the Dead, and until the next movie we remember liking.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.